Hello everyone. In our last session on life skills with Dr. Nisha Varshney, we discussed about physical health in detail and touched upon mental health. We concluded that food and exercises not only forms our physical health but also impacts our mental health. Let's dig a bit deeper to understand about mental and emotional health in this session with Dr. Nisha Varshney. Hello ma'am.
Hello, Sujitra.
It was only moral science classes or some sessions with the counselors when we all, my age group people used to get introduced to our mental health. Now I would like to know a little bit about what is this mental health all about?
See, mental health has two components basically. First of all, what do we think, right? And on that ground, how do we act? What do we want to do in our life? So the ground of doing anything, any action depends upon what we think. And if we do positive thinking, of course, our action are going to be positive, and the outcome is also going to be positive. And what we think negative, then of course action would be directly indirectly will have negative impact on it, and the outcome would be of course not satisfactory to the level which we look for, right? So it depends upon everyday life, everyday task or objectives of the any particular task or goals of your life. So it depends upon everything. So mental health includes positive thinking, relaxed thinking, good thinking, and of course nurturing thinking.
Ma'am, you spoke about thoughts in relaxed state of mind, positive or negative as you explained, and that we have the capacity to nurture our thoughts. So before going into so much details, could you just explain to us what is thought?
Thought is actually, you can say, feelings, you can say any idea, you can say anything which you want to do, right? So it could be anything, it has various forms. So whatever is coming to your mind all the time and you are spending time over it, thinking over it, and want to actually implement it, is called thought. Now the question is this, that how to bifurcate between negative and positive thought. So negative thought means where you feel anxiety, depressed, matlab sad, and positive thought where you feel excited, and you would like to step out, you want to do the thing, you feel happiness. So you can differentiate easily that any feeling which gives you happiness is your positive thought, or any feeling which gives you sadness, loneliness, tension, anxiety is your negative thought.
Okay. I think negative and positive thoughts are subjective to each one of us. Something can be negative to me but positive to you. So to keep it objective, could you introduce us to some quick thoughts, if practiced, might enhance our life skill?
Sure. Let's start from a very basic thing. We don't appreciate others. So in everyday life, for our family members, mother, father, brother, sister, they do a lot of things for us. We hardly appreciate them. Even to say thanks to and sorry to them, even to say ki you are looking beautiful today, this color suits you, we hardly do it. So can we start with this? At least appreciating two people every day, whether it is in your family or outside the family. Means you keep in your mind that I have to say compliment or give compliment to two people every day. So that doing only, that one fact, will change your mental thought, I would say. And moreover, you can start with the body language. You should make your body language in such a way that it is positive. You should not walk down droopy shoulders, you should not sit ideally, means like lying, like you are and if somebody is looking at you and feeling, oh, you are sleeping and all that. So you can do one thing, sleepy type of a posture, I would put it this way. So your body language has to be firm, and it has to be appropriately dressed up. Even you do two things for yourself, you will feel confident and happy that your walk, your stand, your posture, sitting posture, lying posture with appropriate dressing would help definitely to give you positive thinking.
Sure. For appreciating someone, first I think I need to look at the better side of others. What are the good qualities in them? Ma'am, is there anything else also that I need to do for it?
See, when we have to appreciate others, so the magic of words work wonders. Means the words which you are using, to put them and use them is most important, because their words are not words, they're energies. They create positivity in you and in others. So it is very wise if you use them carefully. Means every personality is different and you are complementing them, enhancing their confidence. And moreover, if you whatever you emit to them, means it should not be artificial, it has to be natural. It should come from within. It has to come from your heart. So once you are appreciating them, so the energy which you are giving them will have to reflect to you later or sooner. So the words you put up, the words you use, has to be chosen carefully. And I would emphasize, it creates a lot of positivity in the environment, in you and in others.
Ma'am, beyond this, can we look into other day to day practices to enhance our mental and emotional health? Might be any small little practice.
Yes, why not? A small thing, that spending time with the nature, doing gardening, going to the park, looking at water, falling water, or listening to the chirping birds, and even looking at their small activities, what is happening in the nature, looking at the sky with open eyes, feeling the fresh air, feeling by closed eyes, and sitting in the silence, for 5 to 10 minutes every day. If you do it regularly, I will I'm assure, I can assure you that you will have a lot of change in your thoughts. You will have a lot of changes in your practices, your actions, because it is going to give you that soothness. It is going to give you that energy that you cannot, I think, bring from any other source. Nature is our mother, and mother always heal you once you sit in the lap of the nature. So I would recommend everyone to spend few minutes in with plants in your office, in your house, or you can go to the park, but do it silently. Do not talk, do not chirp a lot with other people, do not pay attention to others, just sit in silence.
So, in a nutshell, you are pointing towards bringing changes in our inner self, that is, changing our within, by carefully watching, choosing our everyday actions and practices that are many a times less noticed. And I think this will begin our journey of working on our own self. Thank you, ma'am, for introducing us to mental and emotional life skills. For teleconsultation, you may contact us.